Dear friends, today we will turning towards paper number 9, which is having the code number DSE E25, and name of this paper is Genetics and Plant Breeding. In this paper, the syllabus of genetics and plant breeding is included, and which all syllabus we have to study in this semester 5. In this paper, the first unit is Mendelism, and today's in this lecture we only study few points of this Mendelism: introduction, definition, and basic terminologies in genetics. Millions of different kinds of organisms about our earth which reproduce only its own kind. It didn't ever happen that a cat can produce puppies as well as dogs can't produce kittens. Cabbage seeds will not ever produce piper. For a long time, no one understood how traits were inherited until an Australian monarch tinkered in his garden and observed his peas. Gregor Mendel, as a monarch, also spent his time in the garden. He studied the different structural characteristics and growing habits of plants. Finally, he selected the garden peas for his experiment. What do you think are the reasons why he used the peas for his study? There are a number of reasons due to which this Mendel selected garden pea plant for his experimental study. First reason is that garden pea have presence of observable trait with contrasting forms. Means in this garden pea plant, the number of contrasting characteristics are present, and these contrasting character means these are well differentiated. We can easily differentiate in between these two traits, and therefore this is the first important reason due to which Mendel selected the garden pea plant as an experimental plant, because in that he observed the number of observable traits, that is nothing but a character, and which we observe easily. We can observe again easily, as well as these are well identified. Second reason is that garden peas reproduce at a fast rate, and their reproduction takes place in a very short period, due to which we can observe the several generations. When a study of genetics is done, for the conclusion of research, for the conclusion of law principles, observation of a number of generations is a very important one. Not by observing single that is a generation, the conclusion is drawn, but for this purpose several generations must be observed, and in that several generation which type of variation of character, different character which is developed in that generation, their keen observation is essential. Then and then only the genetically study of that organism, of that character takes place. In a garden pea plant, this point is present that the rate of reproduction is a very fast one, and therefore in a very short time the Mendel observed the number of generations. This is the second reason due to which the Mendel selected garden pea plant. Third reason is that these plants are very hardy ones. They do not need of much caring. Means in that environmental condition in that garden, these plants are luxuriantly growth, and therefore much attention is not given in the process of growth in this plant. Then there is no problem, as these plants are hardy one. Fourth reason is that garden peas have its own structural adaptation of self-pollination. Means in these plants, naturally in this plant, the male and female reproductive organ, the male and female sex organs, their development takes place very proper way, and therefore there is no any problem for their self pollination. These are nothing but 7 contrasting characters which observed by the Mendel in garden pea plant. Means Mendel observed the height of plant, seed shape, seed color, seed coat color, pod shape, pod color, as well as the flower position. And he found that in case of height, the 2 varieties of garden pea plants are present. One is nothing but tall and another is nothing but short, that is nothing but a dark plant. Regarding to seed shape, the seeds, these are rounded one or wrinkled one. In Marathi, it is termed as a surkutल्यासारखे. Rounded and wrinkled, these are nothing but 2 contrasting character regarding to seed shape. In case of a seed color, there are 2 colors which we easily differentiate, that is yellow seed color and green. Regarding to coat color of a seed, the white coat color and green coat color are observed in these pea plant. Then constricted, that is nothing but a flattened pod shape, as well as its contrasting character is in a flattened, that is nothing but a full shape of that pod is observed. In case of a constricted, means constriction in between the seeds is seen, and therefore they can be easily observable one. Regarding to color of a pod, the green pod color and yellow pod color, these 2 colors are observed. And the position of a flower, it is also specific one. Either in that plant, the flower arises at the terminal portion, at the tip of that plant, and that position is nothing but termed as the terminal. And second one is axial, means where the branches arises at that angle. If the flower arises, then that position is termed as axial position of the flower. Means these 7 contrasting character is observed by the Mendel when he studied his experiment. Then Mendel used the 29,000 pea plants and obtained 14 varieties of seeds. He chose to study these 7 traits, and each trait had 2 or more forms. For example, height, if it is considered, then in that height 2 forms these are present. Either that height is a tall one or it is a dark one. Means in these plant pea, intermediate character as well as middle-sized character is not seen. Therefore, it is again a very important one. Gregor Mendel, an Australian monarch, carried out important studies of heredity. Characteristics that are inherited are termed as a trait. Traits, these are nothing but a characteristic of that organism, characteristic of that living bung, that is transmitted generation after generation. From parents to offspring, the character which is passing, that is nothing but a term as a traits. And Mendel was the first person to succeed in predicting how traits are transferred from one generation to the next generation. A complete explanation requires the careful study, and that is nothing but which is put forth by these scientists Mendel, and it is entirely termed as a Mendelism. The study of genetics which is done by that Mendel, and on that study he put forth the number of laws, number of ratios. These all are entirely termed as a Mendelism. Mendel worked with pea plants. Pea plants reproduce sexually, which means that they produce male and female sex cells. That is nothing but a term as a gametes. When male gametes unites with female gamete, it results into fertilization. The fertilized cell is called as a zygote. These zygote, in case of a plant kingdom, it is develops into the formation of a seed of that plant. And in case of an animal kingdom, from that zygote, embryo is formed. All of you familiar these terms, that is in case of sexual reproduction, male and female sex organs, these are essential. From that sex organ, these gametic cells, male gametic cells, female gametic cells these are produced. The union of both these gametic cells it results into fertilization, and from that fertilization there is a formation of a zygote. In case of a plant kingdom, zygote develops into the formation of a seed, while in case of animals, this zygote results into formation of an embryo. The transfer of a pollen grain from a male reproductive organ to a female reproductive organ, that is nothing but to the stigma of that stigma. That phenomenon is termed as a pollination. Pollination is nothing but a mechanism of a transfer of a pollen grains from male reproductive organ. Means in case of a plant, in the anther, the pollen grains these are developed and these are transferred to the stigma of ovary of that female flower, and that mechanism is termed as a pollination. Since pea plants have both organs, they are self-pollinated, that is nothing but male and female gametes come from the same plant. That single plant reproduce the single plant produce male and female gametes, and therefore it is termed as a self-pollinate. Mendel cross-pollinated tall pea plants with short pea plants, and he observed the that is progenies which is developed in that F1 generation, F2 generation. In the case of a Mendelism, Mendel when he does this number of experiments essential for his genetics, at that time he does not know the term gene, but for the gene he used the term factor. Later on, the gene this term is coming, as well as it is well known to all of us, but at the time of Mendel, the gene term is not used by Mendel, but for the gene he used the term. Gene is nothing but a section of a chromosome. Section of a chromosome means all of you know that chromosome is made up of the polynucleotide. Polynucleotide means in that the number of nucleotide pairs these are present, and single nucleotide is made up of your pentose sugar, that is pentose sugar, then phosphate group and nitrogen bases. When these nitrogen bases, that is nothing but purines and pyrimidine. When these three groups these are come together, then it results into formation of a nucleotide, and therefore length of a gene is from single pair of nucleotide up to the more pair of nucleotide. Means which type of work is controlled by that gene, which type of a trait is controlled by that gene. On that basis, the section of a chromosome is occupied by that gene, and this gene control what traits of that living things, and these are transmitted from parent generation to their new ones, to their offsprings. Means their transmission is a takes place. Character is transmitted from one generation to another generation only through these genes. There are two traits. Trait means character. One is nothing but a term as a dominant. Another is termed as a recessive. The dominant trait means which can be seen in the further generation. In F1 generation, F2 generation, F3 generation, their expression we observe. Their phenotypic expression is seen that a trait is nothing but a term as a dominant trait, and when the dominant trait is present at that time, the recessive trait remain hidden. It does not getting chance to express its phenotypic character. Phenotypic we say that a trait, and therefore that is termed as a recessive trait. Means dominant trait, these are shows its dominant over that recessive trait, and recessive trait always remain hidden inside that dominant trait. Then next term is nothing but a pure breeding or true breeding. When the trait of that offsprings are the same as the parental plant for several generations, means when we observe the number of generations, then we found that in each and every generation the parental character are seen. When such parental character means this character which is coming from the parent, these are passed from generation to next generation, and in each generation these characters these are observed. Therefore